we're a couple weeks away here from the primary. We've seen a lot of debates. We've seen a lot of back and forth. We've seen a lot of political ads and kind of the posturing of everybody. Just big picture, how do you think the campaign is going so far?
Well, Eric, I feel great about our momentum. I jumped in the race 3 weeks ago. I'm fighting to hold government accountable. I'm the only Democrat in the race who has a track record of challenging the establishment within my own party to deliver results on homelessness, crime, housing costs. And we've doubled in the polls in the last 2 weeks. What we're finding is that as people get to know me, as they hear that I came from a working class community, was a public school teacher, got into local government, and have led the third largest city in the state. Obviously San Diego is ahead of us there in population, but I've led San Jose to be the country's safest big city. We've reduced homelessness faster than any other big city. We have housing under construction. We're going up in the polls, and this is just the moment where people are getting their ballots. They're starting to tune in, and I'm excited to push through here and be in this top two and then go take this campaign and this movement all the way to November.
How do you feel like you've done with standing out with this kind of crowded Democratic field? You kind of see some, kind of leaning more into maybe a progressive lane, maybe more of a moderate lane. Do you feel like you've done enough to distance yourself from some of these people that might be more established or have been, in Washington or things along those lines?
Yeah, I think I'm in my own lane, and I've come down to San Diego multiple times during the campaign to talk about the issues that set me apart. I was the first and one of the only Democrats in the state to come out early and endorse Prop 36. I was the first mayor of a big city to do so and helped lead the Democratic and independent Yes on 36 campaign, which, as you know, ultimately was supported by nearly 70% of voters, because it just makes sense that if someone is struggling from addiction, repeatedly harming the community, we ought to be able to mandate treatment through the courts. That's common sense. But many leaders within my own party have pushed back against that very obvious idea. I want to commend your DA, Summer Stephan, and your state supervisor, state senator, Catherine Blakespear, both of whom have endorsed me. They have advocated for the resources needed to get people into treatment. I think I'm in my own lane as the only Democrat who has pushed back on an impulse within the party to always make government bigger without demanding that it get better. When we were spending $1 million a door to get one person off the streets, I said there's a better way, and led us to build over 2,000 units of interim housing. When I came down to the gas lamp district for a town hall, we talked about how those 2,000 interim housing units have enabled San Jose to reduce street homelessness by 1/3 in just the last 4 years. So there are better solutions. They're not going to come from extreme MAGAism at one end, and they're not going to come from more of the same career politicians or billionaires promising things that they know they can't deliver. They're going to come from someone who's actually doing the work, leading a big city, delivering real results that affect people's lives in positive ways.
All right, so I want to jump into some topics, but one more kind of big picture question. The approach to Trump. We've seen, Newsom kind of go directly at him. We've seen candidates in the race that kind of sound like they may do something similar. We've heard others that may have a different approach and try to have maybe more of an amicable relationship. Where do you land on that spectrum?
Well, my view is that we don't need these extreme binary positions. I will fight Donald Trump and this administration when they threaten our values, our neighbors, our funding. There are things that are worth fighting for. And as mayor of San Jose, I've led us to sue the Trump administration multiple times. We've provided funding for legal services for vulnerable neighbors who are being unfairly targeted by this administration. We've put restrictions, including a mask ban and a ban on ICE's use of public property for mass deportation efforts. So where it's necessary to fight for California's people and its values, I'm going to be a strong fighter, just as I've been as mayor of San Jose. But let's also remember that, number one, the best resistance is delivering results. We've got to actually show that our values work in practice, which is why I'm so relentless about getting housing built, reducing homelessness, reducing crime, showing that we can govern. We also have to remember that we can't blame all of our problems on the guy in the White House. The reality is, many of our biggest challenges in California, underperforming public schools, very expensive housing, very expensive energy, a crisis of unsheltered homelessness, are byproducts of policies in California that aren't working, programs that are underperforming. That's why I focus so much on accountability. I led us in San Jose to create public facing dashboards, set outcome goals, show people every dollar and where it's going, the programs, the policies, what we're doing with their money to try to achieve those outcomes. And every 90 days, we look at performance data and talk about whether or not we're spending people's money as effectively as we could be. And we've shifted money, we've changed programs, we've changed approaches. It's what's allowed us to deliver better results than other cities. That's the kind of leadership that we need. So look, on the one hand, I'll sue the Trump administration when we have to. On the other hand, I'm going to ask them to join with me in providing the FEMA funding to rebuild the homes of fire victims in LA, because we need the federal government to help us with that. So it's not an either or.
When we do polling here, when we just talk to San Diegans in general, and we ask what their biggest issue is, cost of living is generally number one. Obviously, other issues are important too, but housing and things along those lines. Every candidate on that stage wants to build more housing and wants to have rent be more affordable. We've heard that. We know that. Specifically, what do you think you can actually do, within, a year, a couple of years, to actually see results on that, actually see the wheels going in the right direction?
Yeah, what sets me apart is I'm the only candidate who's actually doing it. The biggest affordability challenge we have is lack of housing that people can afford. We have allowed job growth and population growth to outpace home building. In San Jose, we cut permitting times in half. We cut our impact fees by 2/3. And we now have thousands of homes literally under construction now. Not, well, I'll figure it out when I'm elected. Maybe one day we'll get housing built. We are building housing today. I'm the only Democrat in the race who has called for a temporary suspension of the gas tax and then a fundamental reform of the gas tax, because the truth is we are disproportionately harming working people who are living in the kinds of families I grew up in. If you can't afford an EV today, you're paying hundreds of dollars a year to maintain the roads. If you can't afford an EV, you're not. People who are counting every dollar, like the house I grew up in, are being pushed to the brink by the combination of the highest gas taxes, the highest regulatory burden, and now a war in Iran that has added another dollar or two, and it's untenable. I would restructure this, create a flat fee so that people don't face this uncapped liability. I would make it across the board on all vehicle owners so that EV owners pay their fair share. That is just common sense. I would cap fees on housing. I would require that cities issue building permits within 30 days if the project conforms with what the zoning says is allowed. I would reform environmental laws that are getting in the way of doing the most environmental things possible, upgrading our energy grid so we can electrify things, building high-speed rail. We are strangling the state and people's ability to have upward mobility and opportunity in California, which is what we were always known for, because of a regulatory environment. I know this isn't the most exciting stuff to talk about, but the California Environmental Quality Act, the PAGA, the level of litigation anybody anywhere can sue for just about anything in California, that adds costs. The Chamber of Commerce says that the number of lawsuits we have just under tort law in California amount to over $5,000 per household per year in California. That's cost. So we've got to right size our regulations, our policies. Sacramento keeps getting bigger. It's time to hold government accountable for being and doing better.
Let's shift to homelessness, which kind of, in some ways, obviously goes hand in hand with kind of, with cost of living. Here in San Diego, Mayor Gloria has taken a pretty aggressive approach in certain respects with encampment bans, and has really made a push to get people into shelters. The data suggests he's had some success, but people, still look and they're not pleased with the overall homeless situation. What's kind of your big picture strategy on not just getting people into shelters, but also, getting them into their permanent homes, things along those lines.
Yeah, I think there's a few intersecting problems here, and we've done ourselves a disservice by trying to put them all together. The long term, one of the long term solutions is to build more housing, which is what I was describing. If we have housing and job growth go in hand, rise at the same rate, we don't see as many vulnerable people get pushed into homelessness. So that's a long term strategy. And I've led San Jose to remove barriers and get a lot of housing built. At the other end of the spectrum, San Jose, Santa Clara County we've created the nation's leading model of prevention. When someone's about to become homeless, we intervene with a case manager, short-term rental assistance, and we help stabilize that person and get them help and get them to bridge to something more sustainable, even if it means moving in with family or engaging in treatment or getting a new job, paying off a debt, whatever it might be. In the middle, when you look at the folks who are currently homeless, particularly those who are out on our streets, we have to build basic dignified shelter, treatment capacity, including residential treatment and inpatient treatment. And when it's available, we've got to require that people use it. We have people trapped on our streets without an alternative, being victimized by organized crime that is actively working to get them addicted to substances like meth and fentanyl. And they're trapped. And we have to create safe alternatives, pathways to recovery, and then require people come indoors and take advantage of those services. And that's what we've been doing in San Jose. We've created no encampment zones, but we've done that in concert with investing in prevention, interim housing, treatment capacity. And so it's both compassion and accountability at the same time. You can't just do one without the other.
I want to shift to a topic that is really big in San Diego, and it used to be considered just a South Bay issue, but is kind of extended all over the county, and that's the sewage issue. Paloma Aguirre, she's a county supervisor now, but this is a topic that she used to be the mayor of Imperial Beach, and it's become really, living and breathing every day with her, like focusing on this issue. Is governor, she's been calling on Governor Newsom to declare a state of emergency. He hasn't done it. What's your position on that? Is that something that you would consider doing? What's your overall take on the sewage issue? Is Mexico being held accountable in the way that you feel like they should? Is it more of a federal issue? Give me your overall take.
Yeah, well, I went down with the county supervisor, walked along the river, saw conditions for myself, was out there on the beach, met with kids who, haven't learned how to swim literally because they can't use the beach and haven't been able to for 4 years. Others who were older who their favorite activity is surfing and they haven't been able to do it for 4 years. I mean, we're robbing people of their quality of life, of their futures by not dealing with an environmental catastrophe. I would absolutely declare a state of emergency. I would work with the federal government to do our best to hold Mexico accountable. But at some point, just as I learned in taking on the homelessness crisis, you can't endlessly point fingers at somebody else as an excuse for inaction. And one thing we could do is take that river as it comes into US territory and run it through a treatment facility. Now, that costs money, but ultimately, if we don't have the levers that we need, though frankly, we should with the federal government engaging. But if Mexico is not able to treat more of this water on their side of the border, we still have a responsibility for protecting our residents and opening up our beaches and making life work better for Americans. And so that means investing in infrastructure. So yeah, we'll declare a state of emergency. We'll hold Mexico accountable to the extent that we can. And a lot of that's going to come down to how willing the federal government is to be a good partner here. And I think, barring that, I think the answer is to capture and treat that wastewater as it comes into the country so that we don't have it discharged into the ocean and then up along the beaches all the way up to Coronado. It's completely wrong. And the fact that government has ignored this environmental and social crisis for so long is totally unacceptable.
On immigration, we've seen, the loudness of some of the raids have gone down. You know, when Trump first came in, there were a lot more of these immigration related operations that really, they were just a lot flashier in the manner that they were doing. They've appeared to kind of scale it back. At least we haven't seen them in the same manner that they were happening, even though they obviously still are. You know, it's been an interesting relationship between the state government and the federal government on how to kind of handle this. What's your overall position on the state's role, on agents wearing masks, on some of these hot button things that San Diegans that we talk about frequently?
Yeah, again, this is a case where we've heard a lot of rhetoric on both sides from others in this race. I've actually grappled with this issue and taken decisive action as a big city mayor. In San Jose, we've joined multiple lawsuits against the administration to hold them accountable for their indiscriminate and reckless immigration policies. I don't think it is ethical, and I don't think it's constitutional to target people based on the language they speak, the color of their skin, or the neighborhood that they're in. And we've seen far too much of that from ICE. We have placed local bans on law enforcement agents wearing masks outside of extreme circumstances. We've banned ICE from using city property, and we've dramatically increased funding for legal services for our vulnerable neighbors, some of whom are here on a work visa or student visa, or are U.S. citizens and are getting caught up in some cases in these actions. And so, as governor, I'll extend that work statewide. We'll use every tool in the toolbox, legal, budgetary, the bully pulpit, to push back. We'll also remember that the best resistance is delivering results and showing people that Trump's got it wrong when he talks about what makes America great. What makes us great is our inclusivity, the fact that we support and enable entrepreneurship. We give people pathways to build a better life through hard work. And that's what attracts people to our country. It's certainly what has made California great over the years. Luckily, we haven't forgotten that. And I'm going to continue to tell that story every day and offer a counterpoint to some of the other rhetoric out there at a national level.
All right, we'll get you out of here on this, and we appreciate your time. Primary's coming up on June 2nd. You've been a mayor now for a few years in San Jose. This is a big election with a lot of candidates. What has the overall experience been like for you to be in a statewide election like this? A lot of, people with just years and decades and all this political experience, and you're up on these debate stages, just on a personal level. What has this been like for you?
It's been the experience of a lifetime. I have so enjoyed going around the state, coming to San Diego multiple times, LA, Fresno, Sacramento, Oakland, all over the state, talking to people about what they want from their government. And it's the same conversations I get to have every day with the 1 million people I represent. I may not be the oldest candidate or the candidate who has the most years of government experience in the race, but I would take my experience of delivering results as a mayor of a big city, before that as an entrepreneur and small business owner, and before that as a public school teacher, over anybody else in this race. Throughout my entire career, I have worked to make things better for people. I've set goals. I've been transparent. I've held myself accountable for doing hard things, which often has meant challenging the status quo, taking on the establishment in a way that, frankly, most of these other candidates have not actually had to do. They've been able to hide out in Congress or be a talking head on cable news. I've actually delivered safer streets, less homelessness, more housing, more small businesses. That's the kind of change California needs. And everywhere I go, people are resonating with our message, which is why we've doubled in the polls in just the last 2 weeks. And we're going to keep fighting and get ourselves into that top two so that we can take this message all the way to November and then make our state better, make it work for working people once again.